Ladies and gentlemen, the heating bills will be through the roof this year. They are sending out another warning signal to the US public to be poised to deal with higher heating bills this winter. And I believe it. So everything is more expensive now. Um, Natural gas, heating oil, propane, and even electricity. So, no matter how you heat your home, just know you're going to have to dig deeper in your pockets when it comes down to paying those monthly bills. I am going to play this audio for you. And by the way, I did find out what was causing the audio not to play. I had to do kind of a process of elimination, and I had to take off some software that I had on my computer. And as soon as I started doing that little process of elimination, I was able to pinpoint what was causing it. So I should not have that problem anymore, y'all. So I'm going to go ahead and play this audio from the Wall Street Journal.
For slightly colder temperatures. By Ryan December. October 16, 2022, 5:30 a.m. Eastern Time. High fuel prices have been a big driver of inflation, pumping up the cost of summer travel and air conditioning, and federal energy forecasters say that staying warm this winter will be more expensive as well. Americans should expect bigger home heating bills compared with last winter, thanks to higher prices for natural gas, heating oil, propane, and electricity, as well as slightly colder weather, the U.S. Energy Information Administration said in its seasonal outlook. Government energy specialists predict that it will cost $931 to warm the typical home that is heated with natural gas between this month and March. That is up 28% from a year earlier in nominal terms. If it gets colder than federal weather forecasters expect, heating bills could be 51% more than last year for homes with gas-fueled furnaces and boilers, which is nearly half of U.S. households. A 19% year-over-year jump is anticipated if it is a warm winter. The base case for those who burn heating oil, mainly in the Northeast, where low imports and closed refineries have reduced supply, is for 27% greater expense. Those with propane, popular in rural areas, and electric heat are expected to pay 5% and 10% more, respectively, if temperature forecasts hold. Winter energy expenditures for most households are likely to be higher than last winter, said Joseph DeCarolis, AIA administrator. Much higher if the weather is very cold. A really chilly winter could throw energy markets back into overdrive and turn up the pressure on central bankers, who are fighting what has been the highest inflation in 4 decades, the steepest interest rate increases since the early 1980s. Fuel prices have come down from summer highs as inventories built up from critically low levels. The declines were reflected in September inflation data, which registered a 19.8% rise in energy costs from a year earlier. That is less than half the year-over-year increase in June, and is the slowest gain since March 2021. It is a big reason for the decline in overall inflation from August. Federal weather officials believe that, on balance, this winter will be colder than last and require more energy to heat homes. Though milder temperatures are expected in the southwest and along the Atlantic coast, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration forecasts colder weather in the frigid parts of the country, where the most heating fuel is consumed. As recently as August, the outlook for winter fuel prices looked a lot worse for consumers. Natural gas futures hit shale-era highs above $10 per million British thermal units, and the amount of gas in storage was more than 12% below normal levels. Sky-high coal prices kept gas consumption among U.S. power plants at all-time highs, while Russia's invasion of Ukraine created insatiable demand in Europe for overseas shipments of liquefied natural gas, or LNG. Natural gas prices have declined by about a third since then. They would have likely lingered in double digits had a big LNG shipping terminal in Texas not shut down following a June fire, said Rusty Brazil, chief executive of the consulting firm RBN Energy LLC. Freeport LNG's outage has reduced U.S. export capacity by nearly 1/6. Instead of going on a ship, these volumes went into inventories, effectively giving the market a reprieve, Mr. Brazil said. As painful an event as it has been for the folks at Freeport and its customers, it actually helped the U.S. dodge a bullet this summer. Between the gas that otherwise would have been shipped abroad and domestic production that has lately notched daily records, the volumes pumped into U.S. storage facilities over the past month have been the biggest 4 week build of the shale era, AIA data show. Injections of gas into underground caves by traders hoping to sell the fuel for higher prices this winter have halved the deficit to normal inventories that pushed up prices in August. Analysts and traders say inventories are still low enough that there could be price surges during very cold weather, especially once Freeport resumes operations. The company has said it is aiming to restart next month. Natural gas futures ended Friday at $6.453 per million British thermal units, declining for the eighth consecutive week but still 19% higher than a year earlier. While we think gas prices are close to fair value, do not write off volatility this winter, said RBC Capital Markets analyst Christopher Lowney.
Okay, so y'all get ready because it looks like this is not going to be an easy winter for people to get through. You're already dealing with high housing and food prices, and everything is inflated now. So the fuel cost, I mean, many of us already had higher fuel bills. I know I do. And just the thought that it could get even higher is just unimaginable for me, but I guess it is what it is. They're not going to cut the price for us. We already know that. That's not how capitalism works. So please tell me what you think, y'all. I just hope that if you need help, get the help that you need, because one thing about a fuel bill, when you fall behind, it can take some time before you get caught up. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.